We're going to continue our look at Aerial Metrics Maptools by taking a look at the duplicate remover. The duplicate remover solves a couple of problems that are fairly typical when capturing crash and crime scenes for forensic mapping. The first is that sometimes we need to capture a scene when the roadway is still open. We would prefer that each of the images that we process do not include vehicles, but sometimes that's not easy to do. So we find ourselves taking multiple photos in order to capture a section of the roadway when there are no vehicles upon it. This leaves us with a later problem of sorting through our imagery to remove the photos that are obscured by vehicles. Another situation in which the duplicate remover is very helpful is when taking photos at night. We find that because of the low light conditions, it is very helpful to take two photographs at each location. This assures us that we are less likely to have a photo that is blurred. But again, we're faced with the problem of how to sort through a large number of photos and identify the one that would be the most useful in our subsequent photogrammetry processing. It is to address these problems that the duplicate remover was built. I have already opened the scene that we worked with when reviewing the coverage analyzer. I will now select the duplicate remover tool. When you select this tool, the software will start evaluating the photos in the image directory. It looks for photos that were taken from approximately the same location and with the camera oriented in approximately the same direction. When it identifies pairs of photos that match this criteria, it evaluates each of them to determine which of them is the more sharply in focus. On the left, under Preferred Images, it will place those photos that are sharper, and on the right, under Duplicate Images, those that are less sharp. You can accept these default decisions that were made by the software, but sometimes these are not ideal. For example, you may find that although the image on the left is a little sharper, it has more obstructions in it. When that is the case, you can select the arrows in the center to simply swap the images. You may notice a subtle change when you do this, but since the photos are largely identical, it will be only subtle. Once the process has completed, you can come to the File menu and move the duplicates, that is, those that are in the duplicate image column, to a separate directory so that they can be excluded from processing.